the Boston Bastard Brigade, On This Street Inc., Wicked Anime, and Black Compare proudly present Duck Amuck in Japan.
Bastards and wenches, welcome to episode 48 of Duck Amuck in Japan. This pizza wants to eat me! I am your king baby duck, Evan Borgo, Mr. Ikebukuro. Thank you as always for tuning in. Joining us as always, we have our hard man with harder opinions and the king of all cat girls, AFLM.
Oh.
And we have our stupid awesome analyst, the line block JonStar.
I'm playing Tetris.
Oh, of course you're playing Tetris. Oh, darn. We forgot to set up the Tetris stream. Shogunayo. But yeah, right now it is nighttime in Japan. It is daytime in Boston. It's kind of an opposite day for us. And today I'm sporting my Sabaton pajamas. But today's episode, we've got a lot to talk about. We've got some really cool Steam games to talk about. We've got ourselves the fall 2025 anime season. Maybe got an album to talk about. And a couple of other things. So let's pull up the PowerPoint here to get things started with the show. But before we begin today's episode, or rather go into what these guys know about, I figure it's time that we played a little game.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Your games are hard.
I'm pretty sure it's a game that I know you guys absolutely love to play, and
Tetris.
Tetris. No. It's a little game we used to do sometimes on the Wicked Anime podcast. It's time for another edition of What's in the Box?
All right. Yeah. Okay. I like what's in the box.
Yeah, what's in the box? So, the rules of what's in a box. So we have two variations. I actually just came up with these a couple of days ago because we always play on easy mode. So easy mode, we have 20 yes or no questions split equally with the players. Can be asked to show in the box again multiple times. And then after the 7th, 14th, and 20th questions, players are allowed to make a guess.
And a game journalist can play it.
Hard mode, though. Hard mode, 12 yes or no questions, of course, still split equally. Asking to see the box again will count as a question.
Okay.
And then questions 4, 8, and 12, players are allowed to make a guess. So I'll leave it up to you two. Do you want to play it on easy mode, or do you want to play it on hard mode?
Oh, hard mode. Definitely hard mode.
You want to play it on hard mode?
I mean, I just rolled out of bed. I don't know.
we listen. We have failed this on easy mode enough times to justify that if we just do hard mode, they'll show us what's in the box sooner after 12 questions.
Good strat.
Yes. All right. So, hard mode?
Hard mode it is.
Hard mode it is. Okie dokie. So, first off, let's grab the box. Let me make sure. Technically, it's a bag. I'm going to show you here. All right. Very big box.
Oh, okay.
Very long. And, all right. We normally go alphabetically. So, Andrew.
Does the label on the bag have anything to do with what's inside the bag?
Technically, yes.
I didn't see the label.
We'll ask to see the label. That's your next question.
Well, okay. I guess my question is, can you read the label to us that's on the bag?
Yes. Okay. So the label is Mandarake.
Ah, very
Okay.
good. Very
So
good.
that could be anything.
That could be literally anything.
That didn't help. That was a waste of a question.
Well, but the bag is long. It is a long bag.
Mm-hmm.
Is it? Well, I guess, is it a figurine of some kind?
No,
was gonna
it's
be my
not a
next question.
figurine. Believe me, I wouldn't buy buying a figurine this big. I do.
Well,
have,
and that's good. Well, because that takes out that eliminates a whole category of things it could
Yeah.
be.
Is it an item for everyday practical use?
no, it is not an item for everyday practical use.
Is it an item for strictly entertainment or recreational keeping?
Yes, definitely for entertainment purposes only.
Is it? I don't know if I want to waste. Nah, it's not really a waste of a question. I don't know. Is it? Is it clothing?
No, it's not clothing.
All right.
All right, so
It's not
so
the
we've
sports
already gone
commander.
through 6 questions. So do you guys have any guesses yet?
I have no idea what it is so far. We haven't really. Okay, is it from an anime?
Yes.
Is it horse girl related?
No, it's not horse girl related.
Oh, I thought it was onto something.
Okay, so that was our 8th question.
Yes.
So now we have 9,
4
10,
more.
11, 12. 4 more questions.
Yep, 4 more questions.
We should have done easy mode.
Yeah. Is it something? Is it something that was made before the 2000s?
Yes.
Is it? No, because it's anime related. Is it? I'm trying to think of other things that are not clothing, like anime related, not clothing, not a figure. Is it digital media?
No, it is not digital media.
Yeah. Okay. I don't.
Especially not that long.
Yeah. Right. Well, it could have been a box of Blu-rays or something. I don't know.
No. Nothing like that.
Oh gosh, I don't know. Is it Ranma related?
Nope, not Ranma related.
All right, there you go. Last question, Jonathan.
That was actually part of my line of thinking as well. That's a good question. That
Hurry up, the people are waiting.
it's not music related, is it?
No, it's not music related.
Cool.
That's your-
All right.
that's
Zero
your 12th
guesses.
question.
I have no guess.
My guess is that it's art books.
No.
I'm just trying to think of the shape of the box and what could go inside of that kind of box.
Right. Let me
And
just show you
books
again.
are the only things that I could think.
So it's like this and like that.
Huh. No clue.
No clue?
It's a warhead, Andrew. It's a
Yeah.
warhead.
That's right. I give up.
All right. You give up. Let's see if I can... Because I have not even opened this since I bought it, by the way. So let's see if this is
Did we even get close? Like, were
I
we
don't
on?
think you did. I do not think you did. So let me tell you something about a little bit of history about my time with anime, the beginning years. So around the year 2000, and there are 2 anime series that I am watching religiously. The first one, of course, is Pokemon. Pokemon airing on Kids WB. Everyone was watching it.
Yep.
But
Sure
the
were.
second one I was watching was also on Kids WB. And that show was called Card Captors.
Okay.
Okay. Yes.
So I actually can't believe I bought it, but it was for a good price. I actually bought.
Oh, so
I have to say, like this is one of my favorite things on the planet. Like one of my favorite staffs in anime history is the bird-shaped staff from Cardcaptor Sakura.
was
I would have never guessed that.
Cardcaptors first or second to Sailor Moon in the U.S.? Obviously,
Sailor Moon was first. So Sailor Moon actually aired like back in 95 or 96, like 6 in the morning
Oh, really?
on like syndicated TV.
Huh. I think I truly only remember it from Adult
Toonami.
Swim or Toonami rather.
So
I can't believe I
yeah.
was that far behind on times.
So yeah, I have been trying to find something like this ever since I've moved here. And every time I've found it, it's always been like super expensive. Like we're talking like 12,000 yen, 13,000 yen. There's a variation of it that has the actual Cloud book with it that goes for about 40,000 yen.
That is quite the Oh my gosh.
But the box was damaged. So it only cost me 6,000 yen for this version.
Huh.
Okay.
So I figured that item would be the same value in or out of box.
I used to think the same thing as well. But here in Japan, like perfect boxes are very much a thing here.
Yeah, oh sure. I mean, like perfect boxes are a thing for most items in America too for collectibles, but usually, so I'm guessing that thing that isn't in the same category as a PVC figure then.
Yeah.
Yeah, because resin and PVC figures do not degrade in value if you take them out of the box. But I assume if something is plastic, it will. Cool. That's
Very
great.
cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. One
Good
thing I've been
find.
trying to find here since moving to Japan and finally get to check it off my box. Check it off my list.
Your
Okay.
bucket list.
So Halloween was yesterday. How was your Halloween?
Great.
I mean,
So-
fine. I literally did nothing. I worked.
I live near a neighborhood that has a ritzy neighborhood relatively close to it. So we always invite family and friends over who have small children to go to the neighborhood and trick or treat at the ritzy houses. And the setup is really good. Everybody in the neighborhood goes all out. There's people who have shoots coming down from their second story windows. There's this one house that lights up completely red. Every single light in their house is red on the inside. And then they have like a Frankenstein actor on the outside of the house and like all that kind of stuff. There's
Nice.
houses with gigantic spiders. And then like, because it's so popular, it looks like all of the Halloween movies that you see before everybody starts getting murdered, where like all the kids running around and everything like that. It looks exactly like that with how many people are there.
Nice.
It's pretty wild.
Awesome. So, of course, a big staple of Halloween is watching horror movies. And we actually spent the past week marathoning through quite a few Halloween films. So let's go into this. I know it's the day after Halloween, but it's never too late to watch a good scary movie from time to time.
Yeah, horror movies are never out of style.
Yeah, I'm probably like one of the few people that like want to subscribe to Shudder, and I just haven't gotten around to it yet because like I would actually utilize it and watch horror movies all the time.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I will
yeah.
say that my spooky movie watching does increase in spooky season, But I would say that more often than not, me watching spooky YouTube channels increases more over this. I watch horror movies all the time.
Yeah.
When they drop, but they're just
When the
new
wife
ones
is
are
home.
more likely to drop on streaming near Halloween. So
Gotcha.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not like with Christmas movies where like it's only during Christmas time where you can actually watch it and get away with it. You can't watch Miracle on 34th Street in like May.
Unless you're a psychopath.
Heresy. Yeah. Sociopathic behavior.
It's why I always hate it when like anime airs a Christmas episode and it's not the Christmas season.
No!
No! I hate it so much. It's like, no, not yet.
Have to have turkey first.
Yeah. Anyway, let's dive into some horror movies that we've actually watched in the last couple of days or the past week or so.
Yeah.
And I actually started out by watching a classic for the very first time, Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein. Now, this is a movie that actually kind of began the whole like crossover phenomenon. Like think about like before Freddy versus Jason, there was this movie. Like, because not only is Frankenstein in this film, but you've also got Bela Lugosi's Dracula, and you've also got Lon Chaney's Wolfman as well. Unfortunately, it's not Boris Karloff's Frankenstein, but the success of Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein led to another Abbott and Costello horror film starring Boris Karloff later on. Now, have you guys ever watched this film?
So you sent it to us because it's in public domain, and I started watching it. I didn't watch the whole thing, but when I saw that Bela Lugosi was actually in it, I was like, holy crap, this is something special.
Yeah.
I had not watched this before, but I got through. I actually watched it before like the school day started. I only got through like a couple minutes of it before I had to turn it off. But man, it was phenomenal. Like I often forget that Abbott and Costello are such physical actors, like to the point of Three Stooges level.
Almost, yeah.
I mean, they are like there is some stuff in there that's like, man, this would make any Zucker Abrams Zucker fan really happy.
Yeah.
It's so physical and it's goofy, and the writing too, like the dialogue is really clever. I actually like super enjoyed what I saw during that time. So yeah.
I did too.
Ironically, I didn't watch this, but I did watch some spooky Three Stooges.
Yeah. When I was in college, I used to listen to the Abbott and Costello radio show. You could like download all the episodes on iTunes back when they were sponsored by a cigarette company that I don't think we should name here.
I don't know what that means.
It's just cigarette name in general. It's like back then, all the radio shows, all the popular ones were sponsored by cigarette companies.
It's good to smoke around your babies.
Yeah, it's good to smoke them. 10 doctors recommend smoking cigarettes. They don't just taste good, they're good for you.
Put the smoke in your body. It's great.
Yeah. But one cool thing about the film as well, too, is it's one of the early films where you don't see him, but you hear him. Vincent Price.
Mm-hmm.
So Vincent Price has a very tiny role towards the end of the film. And it's like one of his early roles before he became like the horror movie actor.
Yeah. You know what was funny is I thought when I started watching the movie, I actually thought the guy at the beginning who was looking for the boxes, like they're working at that shipping place. Yeah. And the guy who came in looking for the boxes, I actually squinted my eyes and I looked at him and I was like, is that him? Like, because I love Vincent Price so dang much. He is so cool. Yeah. And just like his legacy for horror films. And I thought that he was doing a comedic role, and I was like, "Am I watching Bela Lugosi do comedy right now?" And it wasn't him, and I was really disappointed. So it's funny that I actually didn't know he was in it.
Yeah, but it's a great movie. Highly recommend it. It's it does show its age a little bit here and there, but all movies from the 1940s do. And the fact that they actually like play it straight, especially with Bela Lugosi playing Dracula in this film. And Lon Chaney is the Wolfman. Like, they're not comedic versions of their famous characters. They're playing their characters straight. And it's only Abbott and Costello who are, like, the funny people in this movie.
Yeah. Which is the essence of good comedy, is that is if everything is played straight.
Yeah.
Then you get a winner.
Right, exactly. All right, let's move on to the next one here. So, talk to me.
So
Man.
I actually watched this way back when it first came out on HBO, like before spooky season even started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I thought it was good.
Yeah, I saw it for the first time ever during spooky season. I actually didn't realize that it was on HBO already. So
Yeah. I thought it was pretty good. It's a very unique premise, and it has some pretty good scares. And the guys who directed this film, like, they started out as YouTubers, correct?
I don't know, actually.
yeah, that I don't know. I actually really liked this film in the sense that I was like, man, this is classic horror. You take something that you want kids to fear and you put it into movie form. Like, remember how like all Friday the 13th movies were like abstinence driven, because like if you're a sex crazed teen who does drugs and
you're gonna get murdered in the woods,
murder's gonna come and get you.
Well, and the funny part about that is like Jaws wasn't like telling you not to swim in the ocean, but it had the same effect of like people not wanting to go swim in the ocean.
Right.
Yeah.
It made misconceptions about sharks.
Well, and like Hostel was a horror movie for backpackers across Europe.
Right. For me, this was one of the greatest analogies to an anti-drug film that I think I've seen in recent years. Because it totally, like, if you replace the hand that they shake with drugs or that they that they shake to see the ghosts, if you replace that hand with any kind of drug, you have the exact analogy of what's happening.
Well, it's the way that like It Follows is the most abstinent film as well, because it's literally a STD monster.
That's true. Yeah, It Follows definitely was.
By
the way, I just hit a level 100 in Tetris Effect.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
So it is cool. It is cool that they're still making horror movies like that, where they can have these PSAs almost in a ham-fisted horror film setting, and with it just kind of being a decent horror film.
Yeah. Oh, it's really good. I actually I enjoyed it immensely. I don't know about like the rest of you, but like I was like, man, this is probably one of my favorite horror movies that I've seen in a while.
Yeah, I mean, I thought
really good.
I thought it was good. I didn't think this is like there's nothing that I'm going to say like this will never be like that was a bad horror film. Like I don't like it because of XYZ reasons. It's not one of those at all. It's a good horror movie. Will it ever be the best horror movie I've ever seen? Probably not, but do I highly recommend people watch it? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, absolutely. It has some very gruesome parts in it, just to warn you, and this will lead to the next movie we talk about, which is from the same people who directed and wrote Talk to Me, which is Bring Her Back.
Yeah.
This movie is grotesque.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh my gosh. I thought that I would cringe at every Flork of Cow's Teeth comic, but the things that they do with teeth in this movie is
Yeah, teeth horror is a rough one for me, but
Yes.
but not in a sense where I can't watch it. It just it's the mouth is such a vulnerable. So there's three places on the human body that, like, because I mean, me and Jonathan ran the hardcore anime panel. Like, we're not
Correct.
really that
Yes,
squeamish
of course,
at all.
of course.
Stuff like this is and it's like, oh, it's a movie, haha, it's all special effects, whatever. So Jonathan and I, this is an old hat for us, but there's three places on the human body that I can't do: the stomach, the throat, and the teeth. Actually, the eyes kind of count too. Like, I can't, like, if there's eye, but I can do that. Believe it or not, I can do that better than the previous three.
Okay.
But
and this did
I
all
get
three
this-
of them. This did all three: the stomach, the neck, and the teeth.
well, yeah.
You know what I can do? You know what's funny is I can do the neck. What I can't do is the sternum. Like whenever like if somebody has to
Have like open heart surgery.
yeah, that, or if I just can't imagine the feeling of being stabbed through your sternum bone. And
Yeah.
so like that one sticks with me is
Yeah.
the sternum. I can do the neck, I can do eyes.
Well, so this doesn't have anything to do with bringing her back, but over the time, me and my buddies at work, we watched a movie called Inside, which is a French ultra-violent film. There's a French genre that's ultra-violence. And this movie's called Inside, and it's on Tubi, and you can watch it for free. And because I've seen movies that are like, oh yeah, like, of course, like, I've seen all of Craig Zoller films.
Yeah.
So like that Green Room, Blue Ruin.
Yep.
Like, these are all movies that were influenced by like the super violent genre. So like, I'm not used to it. But if you want to see some like horrific belly horror, like, you can watch Inside.
Okay.
Okay.
Because it has to do with a pregnant lady, so it's just like, oh my gosh.
Okay. Okay.
All right, that's a good notion to where it came from. But anyways,
Yeah.
bring her back though. Like, this movie, I feel like it was really unique. It does
It's fun.
not.
Yeah.
It does not hold your hand at
No.
all. You have to do a lot of figuring things out on your own. It doesn't tell you where the monster comes from. It doesn't tell you what it's about, but it does.
It's very subtle.
You can figure
it.
it out on your own.
Yeah.
But it doesn't tell you. There's no backstory. There's no expository
Exposition.
dialogue. Yeah.
There's no
Yeah.
going to a library and searching through documents and
And articles. Yeah.
I mean, they show a video, but like, they don't ever explain the video.
they never explain the video, and they show it for like 30 seconds. If
Yeah.
that. And it's
In
great.
total.
and that's honestly enough, which
Yeah.
is awesome, because like, if you're able to do that and that's your horror film, like, that's the premise of your horror film, is you can show us a film for like 15 seconds and being like, oh, they're doing this in the horror video, and this is what that means, and so and then you kind of like just puzzle. Yeah, like, the whole I have to figure it out on my own thing is a really great horror movie.
Yep. Really clever. And yeah, really, really disturbing. Probably one of, Andrew, you used the word sad when we were talking about it earlier, and it's definitely one of the saddest horror movies I have ever seen.
There's a lot of sad situations that happened in this film.
Yeah, but it's good. Yeah, it is. I thought they made a lot of really bold choices.
Yes.
As far as horror movies go, that I was like, this was smart. This is why this is a good film, is because they made bold choices and they stuck to it. Nothing that we can really spoil.
Yeah,
I would say, because it's literally like the climax of the movie. But it is very well done, and I enjoyed it.
There was a part in this film that made me have to pause it and be like, I feel really bad for one of these characters. I really hope they're going to be okay, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Like I want to say, like, the acting in this film was great too. Like, everybody in this film was just absolutely superb, and the person who plays the adopted sister, like I have to give her props because she's blind in real life, and like I kind of want to see her do more. I want to see her in more things in the future. I don't want to see her like be typecast. Oh, it's the blind character. I see her actually doing some really good acting in the future.
Yeah,
if done right.
I kind of think that she'll never see the movie.
I do have to say that like a lot of this film, like with her actually being blind and everything, there's a lot of parts in this film where they're like, man, what a blind dumbass, you know, like they're not subtle about like how mean people are to her about like her disability.
I mean, it's kind of the same role though as like when a casting role has to be like, hey, person has to be fat, we're going to make fun of you in the movie.
That's true. Yeah. Like they have to recognize their shortcomings in order to fill a role that needs to be exemplified in the film, I suppose.
And that's what's funny is I understand it when it's an adult who has the mental capacity to be like, yes, I'm fat. I'm going to be the person who can have fat things made fun of me or pointed out in film.
Right.
It's when they like have to hire fat kids to be like, haha, it's the fat kid, you know?
Right. Yeah. But and it's kind of the same thing in this one too. Like I got to say that this Halloween season in particular, I've seen a lot of bad things happen to children in movies, which one of them didn't make our list. We watched Terrifier 3 and we never added that to the list.
Really?
Which
Terrifier 3 was good. Actually, it was my favorite of the Terrifier films so far.
But all of the movies that I've seen, including Talk to Me, like all of the worst things happen to children now, or at least very young teens, and that is usually a like unspoken rule of horror that like nothing happens to the kids. But this year in particular, I've seen so many movies where it's like no, everything happens to the children.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, that's pretty funny because another movie that wasn't on our list because it came out back in the 80s. But we watched it at work again because, again, I'm in the slow season at work, so we're able to watch films when there's no work happening.
Right.
So during spooky season, we watch a bunch of horror movies with all the guys at work. And this year we watched Maximum Overdrive, which is Stephen the Stephen King book directed and written by Stephen King and it was so fun. Like that is a movie you watch with your bros, right?
Yeah.
It's because it was horribly panned in the box office and the critics, but if you watch it with your buddies, it is just so fun to watch. And like right in the beginning of a movie, a kid just gets run over by a steamroller, and they show it, and it's the funniest thing you've ever seen. Like it's so funny. Like it's not like Lord of the Flies where it's just like, oh, that was horrific and grisly to watch. But it's like, no, kid getting run over by a steamroller that looks like the steamroller looks like it's so happy to be there. Like it's so fun. Like you just laugh hysterically, you know. So
okay, cool.
I suppose the reason why we're not talking so much about Bring Her Back, but it's bringing up all these separate conversations is because you legitimately cannot talk about this movie without spoiling it.
Yeah, the whole
I do not want to spoil this movie for people. Like, please, if you're a horror fan, go watch this.
Okay, all right. Next one on the list, Sinners, which also came out this past year. I will say that this film has a bit of a slow burn at the beginning.
Yep.
Because you're kind of building the world of the two twin brothers, and they're getting things ready for like this whole bar shindig thing, and it's leading towards when the vampires do show up. But when the vampires do show up, the action gets pretty impressive in my opinion.
Yeah. Okay.
There was one action scene in the movie, and it was fine.
Well,
I actually liked the character development and building in this more than I liked the horror elements of it.
Okay.
So I'll say it right out. I did like this movie. I don't like vampires. I think vampires are boring.
Yeah.
I think vampires are like overused. This movie had awesome vampires.
Yes.
I really and I say that, but I like vampires more than I let on because I like Hellsing. I like this. I like what was
30 Days a Night.
30 Days a Night is cool. Like, there's a lot of vampire media that I do like, but in general, like, I was like, oh, I picked a vampire for my movie. It's like, okay, like, whatever. You know, I'm a cosmic horror guy. So, like, when something isn't like an out of this world, my mind bending horror, it's just like vampire. It's like, okay, great.
Yeah.
So I really like the vampires in this movie. I thought this movie was a solid 7 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel the same
agree.
way. I will say one of my favorite parts in this film, and I don't really want to spoil too much about it, but all I say is Rocky Road to Dublin. Like, that whole sequence there was amazing to watch.
Yeah, there was some really catchy and fun Irish jigs in this film. And I really liked it. The thing that I hated about this film is basically the theme of, like, oh, black people made music. And it was like, and then it has that scene where I am going to spoil this a little bit, but it's not a spoiler because it has nothing to do with the overarching story, which is like when he starts playing the guitar on the blues guitar. Yeah, and I'm a blues guy, dude. I love the blues.
Yeah.
I don't like jazz. I'm a blues guy all the way. He starts playing the blues and then it starts going around. It starts showing all the cultures of music that black people made. And they're like playing the blues, and then they're just like, and then it became horrible because hip hop came out, and they're like showing like all this hip hop culture around like the juke, and it's just like, we made the best music ever that transcended time, and I was just like, no, you didn't. Like that's a lie. But and then after you get past that part, that it becomes a vampire movie, and you're like, okay, sweet, like this is great, you know.
That's not really a spoiler either because it's literally how the movie opens up.
Yeah, and where the premise of the movie is that
they needed to do more with that, though. I think that was my biggest problem with it. Like, they could have convinced me that was a good thing to add into the movie, but they didn't do anything with it. They honestly, the reason why that part bugged me so much was because it was a soapbox that they didn't actually utilize in the film.
Yes, it was literally just there to say, "Yo, black people made music."
I think that if they used his guitar playing ability to defeat the vampires in some way,
that's a good idea, right?
Yeah.
Then it would have been perfect.
It would have. That would have made sense.
So all it did was they just made it seem useless, and it's literally the bones of what the movie is based off of, and they never do anything with it.
Well, that's kind of not true. Because of the dead end of the film.
Oh, the post-credit sequence, the best part of the film? The part of the film where I was like, okay, this is a good movie.
I loved the post-credit scene. It was so good. But with this movie, you know, like this movie, solid 7 out of 10. Like it's fine. It has a little bit of a soapbox, and it has it's kind of underutilized. It is not. It does not deserve, like, because this movie won a lot of awards and accolades.
Really?
Yeah. Did it deserve it as like the best horror movie ever made? No, absolutely not. That still goes to John Carpenter's The Thing, right? Like, he's like, if you haven't seen that, that's the greatest horror movie ever made. It can't be beaten. And did it win that accolade? No, of course it didn't. But it is winning a lot of accolades. Is it a good film? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Is it better than any horror movie I've ever seen? No. So but I do recommend you watch Sinners. It is good.
I do think that it had some of the best character building in like for a horror film. Like as far as horror films go and the way that they're supposed to work, I think that the way that they wrote all of the characters and they established how they work in the universe is really good. Some of the character pairings didn't really make sense. It seemed like there were a couple of characters that didn't have good on-screen chemistry with each other. But the Michael B. Jordan, and I unfortunately forget the name of the guy who played his twin brother in the movie.
Well, it's him. It's him, Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, no, they both played. It was Michael B. Jordan played both of them.
Oh, maybe that's why I had such a hard time pointing it out, because I didn't know that. I thought that they got.
He played both
like
parts in the movie.
Okay, well,
yeah,
that makes a lot more sense. The twin characters were great, and now it's kind of funny because I was going to say that they had good on-screen chemistry with one another, but it's the same dude, so of course he would.
He had good on-screen chemistry with himself.
By the way, it's a cop-out to have twins being played by the same actor.
Yeah.
In movies.
It's
Do
true.
better.
It's true.
Okay.
Right. We can say that because that's our word. That is our word.
All right. Next one, The Substance.
Definitely did not deserve all the awards it got. Like,
absolutely not.
It's just like, oh, congratulations to Demi Moore, who can still be naked at 60 years old. Here's all these awards. It's like, no, that does not make a horror film. Is it? Yeah, like, was it a good movie? Yeah, it was fine. Like, it was okay.
I disagree. I actually did not buy into any of the hype at all. I didn't like this movie at all, actually.
Yeah.
So many people are like, oh, you gotta see the Substance. It's the grossest movie I've ever seen. And
yeah, it's like, you haven't seen Society. Like, like, shut up. Like, you haven't seen Society. You haven't seen The Void. You haven't seen. There's like, oh, it's the best body horror I've ever seen. It's like, no, it has good body horror. It is not. Not to mention, this is not a body horror film, because it's not a horror film. Like, it is a social. And everybody's like, yeah, but all horror is social commentary. No, this is a social commentary with, like, body things, but the horror of this film doesn't exist, right? Like, it's like, everybody's calling this a horror film, but I guess, like, it's the reason why they're calling it a horror film is because there's no other category to really put it into.
Yeah.
Other than the director really likes butts. Like, the director of this film is a butt man, and you can tell because of how many butt shots are in this movie.
Dude, yeah, the grossest part of this movie was Dennis Quaid eating the shrimp. Like,
yeah, I know. and no, I mean, so yes, there's body horror. Yes, there's gross things in this film. And the social commentary part. So here's what I hate about movies like this. I hate movies made by Hollywood that is a Hollywood critique. When Hollywood critiques itself, to be like, oh, see, we know it's bad, you guys. Aren't you proud of us for telling you how bad Hollywood is? And then they continue doing exactly what they've been doing for the entire time. It means nothing to me. When Hollywood critiques itself and makes like this, you mean absolutely nothing to me. I'm sorry. Like, it doesn't. So
yeah, unless
like,
they
cool,
actually make the changes behind the scenes. It's like,
and
we have seen the error of our ways. We are totally going to stop doing this because of the movie The Substance.
Well, and the other part of it too is you have these people who think they should be worshipped as gods, actors, right? Mm-hmm. Who are the front of the screen and have zero real world talent. Like, if you threw them into the apocalypse, the actors would be the first people to die because they're completely useless to society.
I mean, that's what This Is the End is about.
Yeah, but that's just it, right? This is a movie about how actors and actresses have an expiration date and are totally useless to society.
COVID taught us that too, by the way.
What did?
COVID taught us that actors are useless once the apocalypse hits.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and like, we don't care. Like, oh, you have something to say? Wow, that is the Gravity Falls meme. Wow, this is completely worthless.
Yeah.
That's what actors are, and I go into this being like, yeah, duh. Like, I know. Where like, when Hollywood being like, see, you guys, like, we're hip and cool too. It's like, no, I've been saying this on my own for years. I don't need you to tell me this.
Yeah.
So I really hate movies I really hate when Hollywood critiques itself, and that's what this movie is. Plus, they're calling it like one of the greatest body horrors ever. It's like, no, Demi Moore was naked for 60% of the movie, and there's very little horror to it other than it was gross. That's it. That's what the movie is. Not to mention, like, the whole idea of, like, she gets all of these things from the secret company, which I thought the secret company was really cool.
Yeah.
She gets all these things with zero instructions, and yet she knows, with no medical advice, with no medical training, she can just do it. And I get it.
I know how to IV drip myself.
Yeah, I get it. There's like a suspension of disbelief because this movie is set in a world like It Follows, where there's a timeless, doesn't exist world that she lives in.
It's all colorful like the 70s and 80s. And
So if anybody hasn't seen It Follows takes place simultaneously in the 60s, 70s, 80s, like all at once, and 90s, honestly.
Yeah,
it takes
90s.
place in all eras at once. And that's kind of what The Substance does with its world as well. The other part that's great is the soundtrack is awesome. The soundtrack to The Substance is awesome. Which also, I don't think qualifies it to be a horror film, is because like the soundtrack is not a horror soundtrack. And I know that everybody can be argued that it's like, oh, that's a stupid argument. It's like, well, I've seen more horror movies than you, I promise. Like,
you're stupid.
You were talking about the whole world where it's the 60s, 70s, 80s all at the same time. I was told that The Monkey is very similar in that, where The Monkey takes place in a time where it's just the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s all at the same time.
I suppose that's true. We watched that one this year as well, and I
forgot that I watched The Monkey this year, and that was a fun horror movie. Though all the Stephen King fans, I don't think liked it very much.
Yeah, I thought it was fine. I didn't love it. I actually expected more of the movie.
Well, it was a comedy, right? It was a horror comedy.
Yeah, I mean, of course. But they said that about The Substance too, is that was supposed to be a comedy, and I failed to find the humor in any of it. But
I mean, I got it. I got it kind of. So and like I'm not saying that I vehemently dislike this movie. I just don't think it deserves all the accolades it's been getting. I think it's very inflated because it's one of those, Hollywood's critiquing itself kind of movies, and I think that's dumb.
It was a 5 out of 10 for me, I think.
Okay.
How about you, Evan?
I didn't watch it.
You didn't watch The Substance?
No, I didn't have time to watch The Substance.
I thought you. I thought beforehand.
I was going to, but I something came up, unfortunately.
Okay.
Well,
got it. All right.
Well, we gave you a very generous non-spoiler critique of the film, and if you still want to watch it, definitely still watch it. Just know it's gross. Is it a horror film? I don't know.
Well, I know we were just bringing up Stephen King, which does lead to It, Welcome to Derry. Not a movie, but a brand new TV series.
Yeah, I think it's worthy to talk about here for sure, especially because I mean, the It remake was definitely one of probably the best horror remakes I think ever.
At least part 1 was.
Oh yeah,
part
that's true.
2 was bad. Let's be honest.
Nobody liked part 2.
Yeah, part 2 was bad, and they dropped the ball so hard. On part 2.
I would have been fine if they actually ended it after part 1 with just the kids, or like do it like they did with the Tim Curry TV special version of it, and they intermingled the two of them together.
Yeah.
But that being said, It, Welcome to Derry, the first episode surprised me in a lot of ways. I did not expect the episode to end the way that it did, and I'm kind of interested to find out how the next episode starts. That being said, did it hold up to the part 1 or chapter 1 of Stephen King's It? It did not. Not close.
I almost feel like the first episode of this film is they had an idea for a different horror film, but they had the license to it and they had to do something with it.
Interesting.
Because spoilers, Pennywise isn't in it at all.
Right, yes.
And that's what makes me think like, oh, how can we relate this to the script that we have, but we don't know what to do with it. Oh, let's make it. Welcome to Derry. Like, that's what this feels like, honestly. And one of the things that I hope isn't a trend, which actually I would like Jonathan's opinion on this because he's okay. There he is.
Yeah, there we go.
One of the things that I hope is not a trend in horror movies, because I've been seeing it as a trend, as of recently, is birth giving scenes, and because this is the second film I've seen this year where there has been a birth scene that they've shown on camera. The first one being 28 Years Later.
Okay.
So 28 Years Later had one, this has one, and then there's another film that came out this year that I did not see that has one. And I'm like, oh crap, we are in the era of horror films where there's a trend where like, oh, we have to push the limits of what we can show on film. What can we show? Oh, let's show a woman giving birth on scene and show it. Let's show stretching. And it's like guys, there have been so many good horror films over the years that have been effective that you don't have to be like this, like overtly grotesque, like just to be overtly grotesque. Like there are so many other methods of doing that, and like I just hope that the whole birth giving thing isn't a trend, because I've already
ruining the miracle of life here.
That's right. Yeah, I've already seen 2 out of 3 films that came out this year that have it. So,
all right. I guess then that'll lead to the last one on our list, Weapons.
Awesome.
Yeah. This is a film that this is another film that's very hard to talk about without spoiling.
Yes. Yeah.
Because you don't know where it's going to take you.
And you do not want it spoiled for you, because honestly, the reveal doesn't happen until Act 3.
Yeah.
And actually, you know, the whole premise of the movie is, oh, these kids went missing. What happened to these kids? Most of the movie, you forget that is a film that they are looking for missing kids.
Yeah.
I love this film. Like, this film is awesome. Weapons is awesome. I want to talk about what it is so badly because it is a type of horror. Here's what I will say. This is a type of horror that we do not get very often. Actually, we get it so infrequently. This is the first one I've seen take place in modern day, like in a modern day setting.
Yeah.
And I loved it. It was so good.
Can we also talk about, too, the fact that, you know, The Substance was listed as a horror/comedy, and so was this one, in a sense. And this one just did it so differently and so much better.
So much better.
Yeah.
Just like the difference in talent between somebody who somebody who makes a movie because they're super Hollywood and somebody who makes a movie because, you know, they're super creative.
Well, this movie was
not to mention that the guy who did this was a member of the Whitest Kids You Know, too.
Yes.
Yeah. Which is wild. He went from making Miss March to this.
Well, but see, that's what's so effective is you have these comedians who want to make horror films. Like, you have somebody like, you know, Jordan Peele, who does make good horror films, but all of it has to be like soapboxy and be like, oh, racism bad, you guys. And it's like, shut up. Like, this Weapons is made by a comedian that has zero soapboxing, has zero like grandstanding. He made a good horror film with comedy bits in it.
Yeah.
And because Yeah, it's so good. Like I love Weapons, and I hope he keeps making horror films because they're
Me
great.
too.
Like Barbarian was a good horror film.
I was about to bring that up. Barbarian is a very good horror film.
Yeah, like I enjoyed it.
So I haven't seen Barbarian, but I had heard that the reason why he wrote this film, this was kind of his grieving process for when Trevor passed away from White.
Yeah, I read that too.
So
I guess that kind of makes sense, but
yeah, it doesn't really connect with me. There's nothing about grieving in this. Well, actually, that's not true. I suppose that the parents are grieving in a way, but they're still looking, not giving up hope. You know,
it's funny because this might be something that I talk about afterwards, like outside of recording with you guys. But it like about like how it could work. But
join our Patreon to find the extra content.
Right. Not yet.
Join my Patreon to read Solarian's on.
Yeah. And then you'll get a bonus little feature there about his thoughts on Weapons. Extra thoughts.
Right. Yeah, the spoiler version of Weapons. But I can almost see as the third act as his retribution against his anger against death, almost. Yeah. So about. it's I can we'll talk about that more after. But know that I love Weapons. You should watch Weapons. We don't get horror like this very often. I love it. I love it.
Mm-hmm. And that's why we saved the best for last when it came to this section here. You know, there's a lot of really good horror movies, but there are very rare like horror films that just completely wow you from start to finish. And Weapons is one that just didn't make me stop looking at my TV the whole time. And it's one of those films that just, like, I kind of forgot to breathe a couple times while I was watching it. It's like that kind.
This is the one that truly brought me into the sense of how the Halloween season. Mm-hmm. Like, weird enough, too, because I'll say it again, too, because, like, it's something like Terrifier 3 is the essence of Halloween horror, even though they actually did a really funny and clever thing and made Terrifier 3 a Christmas movie. Yeah. They even wrote the song "A Terrifier Christmas" for it.
It's very funny. I do like Terrifier.
And that one, you know, is supposed to be like, if you want to be in the Halloween spirit, watch the Terrifier because it's a good old fashioned slasher flick. But you know something, it did not strike me as hard as an actual clever horror film.
You know why that is too, I think, is because the Terrifier... So, the Terrifier is a movie that normies can go to say, oh, I didn't see a normie horror film. It's like, yeah, you did. I'm sorry, but the Terrifier is a normie horror film, but like, so they can be like, I passed out, I almost vomited. It's just like, no, you just don't watch real horror movies. But this is coming from somebody who really likes the Terrifier. The first movie's terrible. The second movie's okay. The third movie is really good.
Yeah.
And I am overall a fan of the series. I do like it.
Yeah.
But it is a movie that normies can go to say, whoa, that was crazy, you guys.
Yeah.
Where Weapons is not that film. Like Weapons is a good horror movie written by a talented person who knows how to direct and is also a comedian.
Yeah.
To make something kind of funny. And so it's good. It's good.
And it's funny how like you look at movies in a different way. There's normie horror, which grosses you out, and you can talk about it on like your blog,
or it's Blumhouse Ooga Booga Booga horror.
Yeah, you have haunted house horror,
which I love. Then I love me a good normie horror. Don't get me wrong. I'm not making fun of normie horror. I like my normie horrors.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You have horror movies like Bring Her Back that scar you.
Yeah.
That's not for. And I kind of almost put Bring Her Back into also the It Comes at Night. Category where you're just like, what was that? You know, it's like, oh, that was a horror film. It was, kind of.
Right. So like you have the movies that just scar you, and then you have the movies that entertain you, and that don't leave you like Weapons is a horror movie that I think can possibly be accessible to everybody because it's scary, but it doesn't scar you in any way that is going to be like, oh man, I'm ruined for life.
Yeah, you don't show the person who is just like, why, yes, I like The Conjuring and Annabelle, and then show them The Witch. You know.
Or Hereditary.
Yeah. Well, even Hereditary, I could be like, there you go, you can watch this if you like that, because like but I understand what you're saying for sure, because Hereditary is such a good horror movie. Like that is a great horror film, but like The Witch is one of those movies that's like, this is not what I'm looking for. Why are they talking funny?
And now they're naked. Like, what's happening?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that kid. What's happening to him?
Now, when you guys watch movies, especially like horror movies, where you got your buds together to watch it, I think the best food to eat while watching these horror films is pizza. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. I think that pizza is probably the best snack.
Tell us about your pizza journeys, Evan.
Okay, so this does lead to what I'm about to talk about next.
Oh, he got us, guys. He got us.
Yes. So you'll notice the title, Shibuya's Best Pizza. I'm not saying Tokyo's best pizza. I'm not saying Japan's best pizza. I'm saying Shibuya's best pizza. Because I'll be honest, before we dive into the Shibuya's best pizza, something you should know about Japan. Japan's not a pizza capital. Most pizza here is very, very expensive. In fact, I have my little flyer here from Domino's Pizza. 1,480 yen for a small piece of pizza. And like the largest could go for about 4,000 yen. So pizza's expensive.
That's really expensive.
It is expensive. And on top of that, most pizza is not that good. Like you don't get that real New York style pizza. And it's like, and you go to a place that has Chicago deep dish, and it's not even deep dish. It's like halfway. Like, I mean, dish.
Chicago deep dish is terrible. Let's be honest. But
I love. Dude, I miss my Uno pizza. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, maybe chain restaurant Uno pizza is good, but Christine and I went to the original Uno in Chicago, and it was one of the worst pizzas I've ever had.
Really?
Yeah. And wow. I guarantee you, anybody from Chicago will be like, well, that's why you don't go to the original Uno's. You go to this place. You go to Giuseppe's. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm a pizza snob. I like, actually, just yesterday we had Linwood's at work. I just realized the last time I had Linwood's was like 25 years ago.
Yep.
Oh, no way.
And it is not the same pizza. It is bad. It is good bar pizza now. Like it is really good bar pizza, and we should definitely do Linwood's at some point because it's actually great now. So I'm a pizza snob, and I had when I was in Tokyo, or when I was in Okinawa, I had pizza. I can talk about my pizza adventures when I was also in. So I had a pizza. I don't remember what the establishment was called, but I went so often that they recognized me, and I was only there for a month. And it was a salmon and mushroom pizza.
Oh yeah, you tell me about this all the time.
Yeah, and it was awesome. I mean, obviously, I really liked it because I had it a lot. I don't remember how expensive it was, but I just remembered really enjoying it. But I still wouldn't rate it in my top 5 that you can get here in the States.
Yeah.
Probably.
Okay. But that does lead me to at least some great pizzas that I found here in Japan. And I would put the first one on here on my list of the top 5 pizzas. And this is at a place called Greedy House. Now, Greedy House is technically a snack bar kind of a place. It's an 18 plus, kind of hang out, have some drinks and such. But my gosh, their pizza is out of this world amazing. Like you're seeing their eggplant, tomato, and sausage pizza right there.
Wow, that sounds
So
perfect.
good. And like the crust of the Greedy House pizza has this buttery aftertaste to it that just melts in your mouth as soon as it's done. It's just so good, so good, so good. If you're ever in the Gifu area, go down to Connie. You gotta wait till like 6 or 7 p.m. for the restaurant to open because it's one of those 6 to 4 a.m. places.
Yep.
Go to Greedy House. Get yourself a pizza there. I also recommend their ribs. So amazing. The other pizza that I've had is really good. I don't know if this is a chain or not, but it's called Napoli Cucina, and it's located in Ginza. And what's great about this pizza is not only does it taste amazing, but they do this really cool deal where it's like for 1,500 yen, you get a really good sized pizza, you get a salad, and you get all you can drink.
That pizza that you have in the picture right there,
Yep.
that is kind of how the salmon and mushroom one looked.
Which one? The one on the left or the one on the right?
The one on the right.
Okay.
For the Napoli one.
Yeah.
And like that, it's that really doughy crust.
Yep.
Though that looks like fluffy and doughy. That's what that pizza crust was like.
You see that's the kind of dough I like. I like a very doughy crust. I'm normally not a fan of like the very thin crust. Greedy House pizza is the thin crust, but they do such a good job with the pizza that you forget that it's a thin crust pizza.
Dog, I haven't had breakfast this morning. Oh my gosh, you're driving me nuts.
I'm sorry, dude. Okay, but now there are also some pretty good pizza chains there. Not the best pizza in the world, but pretty decent. I did mention Domino's. Miami Garden has some pretty good pizzas there. And I had to also add Cafe Gusto, which is a family restaurant chain. Because there's Caesarea, there's Jonathan's, there's Coco's, and then there's Cafe Gusto. And Cafe Gusto surprisingly has both a good prosciutto and honey pizza and a good mozzarella pizza as well too. A pizza margarita or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, margarita pizza.
A margarita pizza.
I am absolutely horrified by Asian corn pizzas. Like putting corn on pizza like is one of the most horrific things. Like people complain about pineapple on pizza here in the States all the time. It's just like yeah, it's fine. It's something sweet that you put on a savory. Pineapple on pizza's fine. Corn on pizza, like we don't even imagine that here in the United States. Like there's nobody to complain about that here in the States because nobody would even conceive of something so awful and horrific.
So
dude, I've actually had that kind of pizza. I thought it was good.
Okay, like I don't dislike corn, right?
Yeah.
Like I think not only does it, I mean, corn has no nutritious value to the human body. It's what we feed farm animals to make them fat.
Yeah,
that's corn. I'll still eat it because there is good flavored sweet corns and all that stuff.
Of course.
Putting it on things for me and putting it in things ruins a dish. Like corn is such a different flavor profile than anything you can put in or onto a dish.
Wait, even like chili?
Yeah, no, I don't think you should put corn in anything. I think corn just ruins whatever you put it in.
Interesting.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that, dude. I'm sorry. No,
I mean, it's fine. I'm right, but it's but like corn on pizza is just one of the most horrific. Like Asia, stop. Like we get it. You don't know how to make pizza. Like
don't listen to Andrew Japan. Keep doing the corn pizza. It's good. It's good. It's good. I'm cool with it. All right. Now that does lead me to the discussion of the best pizza I found in Shibuya, and like I was like very surprised by this place. And it's a place called Kona.
Oh, that looks good.
Yeah, Kona. So what you're seeing on there is the margarita pizza with extra cheese and pepperoni. And what's cool about Kona, so there are two variations of it. So for starters, they have a regular restaurant, But then they also have this standing bar version of Kona, and that's the one that I went to. You go in, and you find that all the pizzas start at 500 yen. So, like, already you're, like, kind of thinking, okay, it's a low price. Maybe I won't be expecting too much from them overall, but a low-price pizza here. But then, you know, extra toppings, depending on if they're, like, like, regular toppings or special toppings, 280 to 380 yen per topping. I watched the people there make it fresh to order. Like, I watched them roll the dough with the rolling pin. I watched them put the sauce in and the cheese and everything. I was watching them do that. Like, when I saw the 500 yen, I thought, oh, I hope it's not one of those, like, pre-made pizza places, you know, like Domino's in America is.
They make the pizzas at Domino's.
So
they do.
The tracker tells me so.
Yeah.
Touché.
But I tried 2 pizzas there, and I was originally going to be like, all right, I'll order an appetizer and a pizza, but I'm like, the pizza's already cheap as is. Might as well just order 2 pizzas and just give 2 of them a try. The first one I tried, unfortunately, I did not take a picture of. The cream cheese and fresh tomato, which I added prosciutto and extra cheese to. And the reason why I didn't take a picture of it was so good that I just ate it up very quickly. It was like, damn, this was a good pizza.
Give me more pizza.
Give me more pizza. And that's when I had, it was like, I need another one. So I ordered the margarita with pepperoni and extra cheese. There is no such thing as too much cheese, okay?
Correct.
Yes. And these were just super good, super delicious. I highly recommend checking this place out. And there's some good vibes as well. Like, I wound up talking to, like, this family. It looked like it was a woman, her mother, and then the mother's parents. All 4 of us talking in Japanese. And there was only 2 times where I'm like, I need to take my translator out to tell them what I'm trying to say. So I was able to do this nice little small talk with them about who I was, where I'm from, and what I do, and it was fun. Very good atmosphere. Great. Yeah. Great atmosphere, great pizza, and great drinks too. So if you find yourself in Tokyo and you find yourself in Shibuya, find Kona. It is a great place. Highly recommend it. Damn good pizza. I'm going to keep on going there every time.
If I found a place that had $5 pizza, I would turn into Blody's Pizza Hog overnight. Like, I would eat so much pizza. Just
too many pizza.
Too many pizza.
Too many pizza. All right. Still on the subject of food. So, of course, I mentioned there are chains here, that American chains like Domino's, but we also have the burger chains. You got your McDonald's, you've got your Wendy's, and you have your Burger King. And Burger King here in Japan is currently doing this crossover with a Japanese manga. And this is the first time where I'm seeing an American chain doing a crossover with a manga series that hasn't even had an anime adaptation come out yet. And the series is called Kagurabachi. Now, Kagurabachi is about this swordsmith who is killed by this gang, and his 7 magic swords are stolen. And his son, with his most recent sword made, with the father's most recent sword, goes out and tries to collect those 7 swords again. This is currently one of the biggest Shonen Jump series right now. So, right now, in Japan, like, they're doing this whole crossover with Kagurabachi. And, like, unfortunately, every time I've gone to Burger King, these burgers have been sold out, which tells me,
really?
Yeah. Yeah, like, these burgers, like, these 3 burgers made specifically for the collaboration with Kagurabachi has been sold out every time. When I go to the one in Shinjuku, when I go to Shibuya, to Ikebukuro, I myself have not tried these burgers out yet. I was originally making this post or making this section of the podcast so I can at least talk about one of the burgers and how it tasted, but I couldn't do it.
This is one of the things. This is one of the things about Japan that I don't like. Like, I find so embarrassing is like their consumer culture and how easily Japanese people fall to consumerism. Like, we're like, oh, this is my favorite anime, I have to eat 15 burgers. Like, and I'm not saying that American culture doesn't have the same thing, but like
Szechuan sauce.
Yeah, like, but you have to think about, like, it's the same thing when Pokemon gets released in Japan as well, where I remember seeing this thing like recently where foreigners were getting blamed for like scalping all the Pokemon stuff in Japan.
Yeah,
but it wasn't. It was the Japanese, like when Burger King, or was it McDonald's or Burger King that had the Pokemon?
I think
boxes?
It was McDonald's.
Yeah, they had like this special Pokemon box, and Japanese people were going into McDonald's and buying like 20 boxes at a time.
Jeez.
To like scalp the Pokemon cards out of these McDonald's boxes, and foreigners were getting blamed for it. And it's just like, no, dude, like it's actually like the Japanese people that were doing it.
Wow.
And
you know, because of that, they actually had to cancel one for One Piece. They were going to do the same thing with the One Piece trading card game, and they canceled it because of how much of a mess the whole Pokemon card situation was.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Wow.
Like, so like,
I did not know that.
Yeah. So a bunch of stupid adults ruined something for children.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. And the same thing happens here in the States. Like you see those like Pokemon card vending machines, and people literally just sit there until it's sold out, and people are like, dude, like nobody has decency anymore when it comes to like their own selfish desires, and that's like a big thing in Japanese culture. That's like one of the things that's just like, man, Japan, please do better, please. There's more things than anime.
Yeah. I say that with like 90% anime in my apartment right now. Listen,
Well, you also have
it's not my fault that they don't sell a lot of music posters or anything like that.
That's
so
true.
It's like, what can I do? What can I do?
Well, that's because anime is a dime in Japan, and music is like a gold. You know?
Yeah.
It's like $30 per album. It's like, yeah right.
It had
Okay.
6 songs on it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like this whole like the crossover thing, it can get a little out of hand sometimes. It kind of reminds me of back when. See, this is where like our age differences might make our memories a little different and such. Do you remember when like the TGIF on ABC? And like the episodes on TGIF for the sitcom, the family sitcoms, were just blatant commercials for theme parks.
Oh, okay.
Yes. The episode of Boy
It's
Meets
like
World
on a
pretty much
very
Disney World.
special episode of Family Matters, Carl and Urkel go to SeaWorld. What kind of wackiness is going to happen there? And then next on Step by Step, the guys go to Six Flags. What kind of silliness is going to happen there? And
Oh,
then
it's a Six Flags episode.
yeah.
Well, to be honest with you, so Christine and I have been watching the been listening to the Pod Meets World podcast, and they did do the episode where they were talking about that, and they actually talked about that exact thing.
Yeah.
They had no shame in talking about like how they were there because Disney gave them money so that they could make an episode that advertised Disney World.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, it is completely 100% just a thing that they are completely aware of and have no problem talking about. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I'm bringing this up for no apparent reason whatsoever. So that does lead me to talking about my next thing. Oh my gosh, guys! We're going to be to Tokyo DisneySea today!
Very
Because
cool.
we were sponsored to do an episode where we all go to.
They reached out to us. The mouse held a gun to our head and said, talk about Talk about my consumerism.
Okay. So I went there last week, and last year I went to Tokyo Disneyland, the main park, and I was able to ride just about everything there, had a blast there. This time, unfortunately, I wasn't able to ride as many rides as I was hoping to. This DisneySea is the more popular theme park compared to Tokyo DisneySea, compared to Tokyo Disneyland, because a lot of the newer stuff is at DisneySea. So it's one of those. So like, I wake up, I get there at like 8 in the morning, and I walk in at like 9 when the doors open. And the very first place that I go to and check out is called Soaring. And this was a ride where like you travel through all parts of the world. It's like you're on like this special like hot air balloon that's basically looking at a humongous IMAX screen. And,
yeah, they have it at Epcot.
Oh, they have it at Epcot. So so
they've had it for like 20 years at Epcot.
Really? Okay.
It's like one of the worst rides. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you say it's the worst ride. I had fun with it. I really felt immersed in the ride at Soaring, and I did like the special effects that happen before you get on the ride itself. Like you see, like you're in this room with all these paintings, and all of a sudden the paintings start coming to life, and like you don't realize that these are just like TV screens. Like I don't know what it is that they use or like the special. I don't know, but they looked like paintings. It looked like paint there, and all of a sudden, oh no, it's a magical screen.
They do that they do that effect on the Ratatouille ride at Disney World, where you walk through like an old Italian village, or no, sorry, an old French village, and there's old paintings on the walls, and it's all the instructions on how to get onto the ride. Question for you about this Soarin' though: is Patrick Warburton the host?
No.
Okay.
Patrick Warburton, unfortunately, is not the host.
Konnichiwa.
Other thing is, it's this random American woman, but she's speaking perfect Japanese.
Okay, good.
I think the reason why Jonathan and I have this opinion, because I share the same opinion, is like, yeah, sorry, whatever. Is because we also waited like an hour and a half to 2 hours in line.
Yeah,
to, like, sit
2
on,
hours
to
for
sit
this
on
line.
a thing. Yeah, to sit on a thing to be like, "Ooh, look at the TV screen and it looks like you're flying," and it's just like, I don't care. Like, I don't.
Okay. All right.
Also, we were also on the low hanging because like they put a bunch of people in the room, right?
Yes.
So there's a high hanging one and there's a low hanging one, and so we were on the low hanging one, meaning we could see the floor of Soarin'.
And the feet of the people dangling in front of you.
So the feet of the people above you are hanging in front of your face, and you can see the floor of the showroom, which means you're totally unimmersed because it looks like a TV screen.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I can see the floor. I'm clearly not moving. And it's just like, I didn't get it. I was just like, this is what everybody waits 2 to 3 hours in line for? This is
Soarin'? I was in the middle. I was in the middle area, so I didn't get that feeling. I didn't see, there's the floor.
I get it.
Okay. All right. This does lead me to the second ride I went on, which is the Tower of Terror. This is the one I actually waited the longest for. So, according to the app, it said it was going to be a 2-hour wait. For some reason, the line stopped moving for like almost an hour. So I don't know if like something happened.
Oh my gosh, dude.
So I waited 3 hours to get into Tower of Terror. Now, here's the thing. While I was waiting, I was watching, doing my people watching, and I was seeing like all the Disney characters walking around. Like I saw Donald Duck, and I saw like the female cat from the Aristocats walking around too.
Oh, wow.
So they're walking around, they're interacting with the kids and everything. And then as soon as their time is up, they go back into the back room and they do their thing. What I found really interesting is their entrance and exit for the Disney characters is the bathroom.
Really?
Like it's the bathroom area. So it makes me wonder if like kids are watching Donald Duck walking to the bathroom being like, is Donald Duck going to take a poop or something?
Yeah. That's interesting because they don't do it like that at the other theme parks in America. They actually have like a back gate that they bring them to.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure that there's just like another person in a Donald Duck costume who switches out. Like when the other person comes in, they just swap them out. And
yes.
So that they always have a character in and out of there.
Yeah. But what's interesting about this Tower of Terror is it's not the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror.
Oh.
So what
I was going to ask that.
Yeah, so you'll notice you don't see the Hollywood Tower. It's its own original story. And what I find interesting is the fact that it's still an American story, but it's all in Japanese. So I actually have the story here.
Oh my gosh, there's so much text.
All right. Okay, I'm going to read it.
Summarize it.
Yes. No. I've been wanting to do this. I'm going to do the Twilight. I am going to do the Twilight voice, the Twilight Force Dungeon Master voice for this. So as you can see, you got this guy in a pith hat there, and it's on New Year's Eve, 1899. Harrison Hightower held a press conference about his expedition to Africa, followed by a party where he boasted about how he acquired the idol and denied claims of it being cursed. Just as he left the party, he mocked the idol, using it to put out his cigarette. Around midnight, he enters the elevator to retire, and okay, I'll sum up the rest of it. Elevator, of course, goes up to the top, crashes all the way down, and he disappears. Over a decade later, they reopen up the hotel for tours, and we are on this tour and experiencing the whole ride. Cool. Before I show the next picture, I gotta say, one of my favorite effects is still Pepper's Ghost. Pepper's Ghost is one of my favorite special effects because you're seeing the item there, and it's in person. It looks like you could actually touch the idol. And then they do a little spooky little thing there, and it just vanishes. And I know it's like this very, very unique trick. It's like a trick with mirrors or however. But at the same time, Pepper's Ghost still finds a way to impress me, to like just wow me every time.
Yeah.
So, I go on the ride. This was me overcoming my fear of big drop rides.
Okay, yeah.
And
sure.
I feel like Tower of Terror is such a good ride to do that with. You know, I'm screaming, I'm laughing, and it's just such a good, scary ride. So, here's the picture of me.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Do you notice? I don't know if I can zoom this in or not. Let's. Oh no! Shoot! Damn! Crap!
We were gonna cut that part out of it anyways. We were gonna cut that part out of the slideshow anyways.
Yeah, true. Oh, that's what happened. Redo. No. Stop looking. No. Okay. Back to this. Sorry.
Look at our show!
Sorry. I don't know what is up with me. I'm going to take my sunglasses off for a second. I don't know what is up with me in this picture. But, like, I have this, like, very blank stare in this picture. And I'm like, I remember shouting and laughing and waving at the camera. And I'm like, where's that part? Why do I just look so uninterested?
You seem okay.
Yeah, I seem okay.
You seem fine.
Yeah.
You got that Gaijin spirit.
Yes.
Yeah. Impressed
Falling.
with Japan.
Yeah. And I'll show you quickly.
Actually, yeah,
And I want to show you quickly, just so I can like the little occasion here. So this is
cool.
the idol,
Yeah.
the cursed idol, and let's see if I can. Oh yeah, look at that.
Haha.
Cool.
That was $30.
20.
Right.
You were close though. You were close. So a little memento to remind me that I overcame this fear of big drop rides. Last year it was roller coasters. Like last year it was roller coasters and Splash Mountain. This year it was Tower of Terror. And I had an absolutely good time.
Very cool.
So
Awesome.
yep. So after that I was feeling very peckish, so I had myself a Reuben sandwich with cheesecake.
That does look like a
$40.
Reuben. Yeah, okay. I that was what I was gonna say. I was like, oh, that looks like some sauerkraut on there.
Yep, it is very good.
That was good.
It was
Yeah, that
very
looks good.
good. I was actually impressed with the quality of the Reuben sandwich.
I hope it.
I mean,
I hope it was inexpensive.
Disney-
So I got the set meal for 1,600 yen. So that included the sandwich, the fries, and the
Okay.
drink.
yeah, that makes sense.
And then the
yeah,
cheesecake was like 400 yen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Very good. Not bad. Very tasty.
Disney actually does have really good food.
Yeah.
I like their bite meals, like their walking path meals. They're all super good.
Yeah.
I just always love them.
Okay. Next ride I got to check out was Toy Story Mania.
I rip at Toy Story Mania, dude. Like I get the
Yeah.
I get the high score every single time I do Toy Story Mania. It's so much fun.
Yeah, it is an absolute blast. So when I rode it, so you go through. What's cool about the area too, before you actually ride the ride, is like you are in basically the world of toys. Like you see the giant barrel of monkeys hanging above you, the giant boxes of crayons, and the little toy cannons. It's so cool. Like it makes you feel like you're a part of there. And then you get to ride the ride. I will say my arm got really tired after a while doing the shooting. 'Cause it's like
that's why you don't do this.
Yeah.
You do this. You just use your fingers to pull it. It's a hairpin trigger. You don't really have to pull it all that much. You just use your individual
You see, I
fingers.
never knew that. Like I
Yeah.
thought I thought I had to like boop, 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 boop.
If you are a Tetris hyper tapper, you are going to be good at Toy Story Mania.
Okay. It's good.
Yeah, it's a super fun ride.
Now I forgot to put a picture in there, but my prize for it was a beaver. I don't know if there's different things, like there's a different toy that you win with every thing.
They don't have prizes at the
Well,
American
it's
one.
not a physical prize. It's just
No, I know. I know what you're talking about, like a digital prize that when you get a score, they give you
Yes.
something. Yeah, no, they just give you the score in the American version. There's no like prizes that you get for it.
Yeah, so my prize was a beaver, so I need 199 more before I can marry the shopkeeper's daughter.
For those of you who don't get that joke,
Watch
we're
hundreds of
gonna
beavers.
leave you hanging.
Yeah. I'm not. Watch hundreds of beavers, please.
Yes, watch hundreds of beavers.
Yeah, and that shopkeeper's daughter.
Yeah, I like to play patty cake with her.
For those of you who don't understand that joke, we're going to leave you hanging.
Yes.
Very
The
much
next
so.
one I got to ride was Nemo and Friends Sea Rider, and another little immersive virtual kind of a ride, sort of a thing. Very cute. But what I noticed about the ride was the narrator. Now, the narrator was Japanese, but I knew right away that it was Jun Fukuyama, the guy who voices Lelouch in Code Geass and Dralek and Vampire Dies in No Time, and Lawrence Kraft from Spice and Wolf.
Very cool.
Yeah, it was a very yeah.
Does this one submerge you underwater?
This one, yeah. The whole thing is you're underwater, you're traveling with Nemo and the others.
I actually had a question before,
Story,
like
yes.
a question about Toy Story Mania 2 beforehand.
Yeah. Okay.
Do they have a Mr. Potato Head? Just out of curiosity.
Yes. So, yeah, in the land, they have the talking Mr. Potato Head that shows up from time to time. And
who is an actual actor. Yeah, he's an actual actor who plays Mr. Potato Head, and he can see the people walking by, and he plays off of the people who are walking by. So that's always been a really super impressive thing. That's been somebody's job.
Yeah. But it's an animatronic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's an animatronic, and he's controlling from a computer somewhere in the ether of Disney, looking through the eyes that are a camera and talking to the people who are physically there.
So it's kind of like Monster Inc. Laugh Factory, where it's like actual improv actors doing all this stuff.
Yes. Yeah. And Turtle Talk with Crush, which is like a pretty sweet job. You know, like that's a pretty sweet gig to be Mr. Potato Head, you know. In Toy Story Mania in Walt Disney World, which is at Hollywood Studios, he's actually in the line, which is crazy because if you have a line that shuts down, like the ride breaks down, does Mr. Potato Head just talk to the same person who's sitting in front of him for like an hour waiting for the ride to why are you here? Anyways.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this is fun. It was very cute. And it was one of those rides where, you get wet a little bit here and there, too. They do that little, the little special effects there.
Get wet. Yeah. They do the legendary sub thing where you have the Logitech controller.
No. Bro, no.
Fell flat? Okay, move on.
Okay, fine. All right. Rapunzel's Lantern Festival. This one I waited about 2 hours for. Very impressive animatronics. But I was a little disappointed with it. I wished it had a couple more elements of the movie to it, rather than like, when they first met, and when she's singing in the tower when they first met, when they fell in love here. I wish they actually had a scene in the restaurant, the Snuggly Duckling, which actually is where I went to afterwards to have myself a burger.
That's amazing.
Yeah. I find it. I sent this as a joke to the guys. I took a picture of the guy characters. What is it? Flint, right?
Flynn Rider. Yeah.
Flynn Rider. And I said, there's pictures of the guy from Dragony here. If you don't know, the guy from Dragony looks exactly like Flynn Rider.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
What a blessing to have that kind of gene pool.
Yeah.
And to also be able to sing metal.
Yeah. And then next up was Peter Pan's Neverland Adventure. This is actually different from the one that's at Tokyo Disneyland. This one actually uses 3D effects and was a lot of fun. Like, you felt very immersed the whole time while you were riding this boat ride.
So I don't know if you can answer this question, but is this like the Spider-Man or Transformers ride from Universal?
I can't answer that, but I will assume yes.
It's a moving part.
Because you move, but then there'll be parts where you're like, you're kind of it feels like you're moving, but you're not moving.
Yep. Okay, so yeah, it's like the Transformers or Spider-Man ride, which are arguably some of the best rides at Universal. So that's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, it was awesome. And then after that, it was getting close to closing time. So I first went and checked out Jasmine's Magic Carpet ride. Very short wait, like just a 10-minute wait. It's fun. You can just go wee 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 with the magic carpet.
Yeah, it's just classic.
It's a classic, like the Dumbo ride, but with Jasmine's Magic Carpets. And then the last thing I rode, always a classic, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. And I did this at nighttime, and I felt like that is such an appropriate time to do a ride like this.
So 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea doesn't exist anymore. That's so actually at Disneyland in California, Nemo's Under the Sea ride is what used to be 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, which is why I asked if it went underwater. So the fact that this is still here, or it's an updated version of it, I would say, that's actually pretty impressive and kind of cool, because it's a thing of the past, long gone, like classic Disney.
Yes,
I think I was really confused for a second there, because you're just like, oh, it's not 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. It's now Nemo's Under the Sea. It's like, that's the same thing. I was like, oh, wait a second. They just have the same names as characters.
That's actually really funny. I didn't realize that.
Yeah. So, all in all, it was a fun time. I didn't ride a lot. Like, when I did Tokyo Disneyland, I rode like 14 rides. And this one, just half of that, basically.
So I'll say this. It seems to me like the way that Tokyo Disneyland and Tokyo Sea works is the same way that America's Disneyland and America's California Adventure works, where Disneyland is the staple cookie cutter. This is Disneyland. These are the classic rides. This is what you get. And then the partner park that goes with it is the one that they're going to expand and put all of their other cool new rides in. So you got the classic, and then you got the new hip stuff that they can experiment with.
And I will say this, I was disappointed because there were two rides that I really wanted to check out that were closed that day. One was the Frozen ride, because, again, the animatronics I heard were amazing for that. Mm-hmm. And the other one was the Indiana Jones ride.
Oh my gosh, dude! The Indiana Jones ride is if it's the same one that's in California, it's amazing. It's like, but we're actually getting in Florida now too, apparently. Okay. But yeah, it is a really, really good ride. It's so much fun.
Okay. So I have reasons to go back. So like with Tokyo Disneyland, like I feel like the only reason why I would go back to that is because either family or having a Disney date with a woman. Right. But like I have multiple reasons why to go back to DisneySea because there's still a lot more that I have not yet checked out.
And it's a lot more thrilling, a lot more interesting, updated, you know, that sort of thing. You know, you get like a new experience and adventure. Do they have any of the Star Wars stuff there, by the way?
No. So neither park. Well, actually, no, that's not true. Tokyo Disneyland has the Star Tours. And remember, they made that before Disney bought Star Wars.
The only reason why I say is because like Rise of the Resistance, which is in both places in America, is one of the most technologically fascinating and interesting throw rides I think I've ever been on my entire life. I could ride it over and over and over again, and it would never get old because it's just so. Like there's so much depth to like how thrilling that ride is and how immersive it is too. Like you feel like a Star Wars character, like even in line while you do that. And that's pretty cool. Otherwise the Guardians of the Galaxy ride, which is not Guardians of the Galaxy Tower of Terror, which is the one at California Adventure in California. But the roller coaster ride, the one that they put at Epcot, is going to change the face of how roller coasters are made in the future. And it's like also just super impressive, but I don't think that one's anywhere other than Epcot. So.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So that was my trip to Tokyo DisneySea, our special episode. TGIF. All right. Let's talk power metal. We got one of our favorite bands that have just come out with a brand new album, Steelbound Battle Beast. And correct me if I'm wrong, but Battle Beast's first album was called Steel, correct?
I don't know.
I actually don't know the answer to that question either. I can look on Spotify real quick, though.
Okay, check that out first. Gonna do the special singing song here. Blah, blah, blah,
all right,
blah, blah.
Battle Beast discography.
Okay,
I have. It's just self-titled Battle Beast.
Really? I could have swore.
Oh wait, no. Steel. No, you're right. Steel was 2011. Mm-hmm. Battle Beast came out in 2013.
Yes.
I didn't know there was one before Battle Beast.
Yeah,
I had no idea
strange.
that Steel album actually exists.
All right, so first album was called Steel, and now this new album is called Steelbound. 10 tracks, just under 35 minutes. Is it a situation where less is more? Andrew, what are your thoughts on the new Battle Beast record?
I haven't finished it, but The Last Goodbye is a good song.
Last Goodbye is a good song. I like Twilight Cabaret.
This is another one of the issues that I had with the Sabaton album is they released a bunch of singles and I pretty much didn't like any of them except for Last Goodbye.
Okay.
And then the rest of it I haven't heard yet. But they're like, so the only, to be completely honest, when it comes to Battle Beasts,
yeah,
there are only a handful of songs at a time that I seem to enjoy. The only perfect album that they really did was Circus of Doom. Like, that album is flawless. I can listen to it from beginning to end.
Really? So, like, for me, it's a No More Hollywood Endings. Like that to me is
that's a good album.
Yeah,
that's a good album. I will agree that that's good, but it's not a perfect album like Circus of Doom is.
You see, it took me a little bit for Circus of Doom to grow on me. Actually, the funny thing is, while waiting in line for Disney, I was listening to Circus of Doom, and I'm like, yeah, this is actually a really good album.
Yeah. Which is also really funny because Bringer of Pain has a good song, or it has two good songs on it, really. But the rest of Bringer of Pain is actually like a really bad album. Like, it's like, there's no good songs on that album except for two songs. And that's why I'm kind of like really nervous every time a Battle Beast album drops, is because it's like, oh no, like, is this going to be another one of like those Bringer of Pain type albums, like where a bunch of the songs are super lame and then it has like one really good song.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, because the thing that I really like about Battle Beast is, one, the aesthetic. I love the aesthetic of Battle Beast. Like, all their album covers are great. I love the way it looks. The other one is Nura Luhimo is an awesome singer.
Yes.
Like, she's great.
Mm-hmm.
And
they have a guitarist.
But other than that, like, a lot of the songs are... And again, this is a really stupid thing to say about a power metal band, is a lot of the songs are really cheesy. I think a lot of the not cheesy in the way of like, oh, like Twilight Force, they sing about dragons and like, you know, like they understand that it's cheesy, but I like the cheese.
Yes.
The lyrics are cliche and obvious.
Yeah.
Can I say, like, I noticed that a lot with the title track. Steelbound had some of the most cliched and eye-rolling lyrics.
When I heard Steelbound, I was like, there's no way you just like said, oh, I'm down for the fight. It's like, oh, like how many songs have we listened to that it's just like, I'm ready to fight. Yeah. And it's like, guys, like, no. But of course, like, This is my snobbiness coming from like being a Dog Fashion Disco listener, where literally everything they say is poetry. Yeah, and, you know, and
but I have to say that I actually liked this album. It was good. I think my first impression of this was actually more positive than the first time that I listened to something like Power Train. When that Majestica album dropped, I think I liked the impression of this one more than that one on my first listen through. Yeah. I think The Burning Within is a really solid opening track. I think that this album overall is not as heavy as I would have expected it to be. Like, it's actually a lot more subdued and pulled back from a typical power metal album. And it's a little bit more synthy, which I know that they have done.
Battle Beast is very synthy,
but even still, it's synthy with that heavy dose of metal in it, and this one is less that. It didn't feel like a full on in your face metal album like they have done before.
I think the irony of that is how. So we all know that Beast in Black is a bunch of ex-members of Battle Beast.
Right, yep. Correct.
And
that both Battle Beast and Beast in Black are homages to Berserk.
Yeah. And of course, over time, they've kind of like stepped away from that a little bit more, except Berserk is like, I mean, now Beast in Black was like officially licensed by Berserk with their previous single, which is crazy. They must have been out of their minds doing that. But both of these bands are going more into like the synth direction, where where there's a lot of Eurobeat being put into Beast in Black.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of the same thing. Like Battle Beast is also really heavily diving into the synth, and I'm totally cool with that.
Yeah, me too.
Like Beast in Black's, we're talking about Beast in Black now. Fourth album coming out soon. Beast in Black is nailing it. They're crushing it. Every song that they've released so far is a banger. Battle Beast, I think, is an interesting beast, I could say, is where they don't always crush it. I don't know, but but they don't make bad music, like, by any means.
No.
Yeah, no, they're good musicians for sure.
Yeah.
I'd go see them in concert if they were opening for somebody, and I'd be super excited about it. But I don't think I'd see them as headliners.
They're actually coming to Tokyo in March, and I'm considering going to see them.
Oh, nice.
We saw them play 3 songs at the New England Metal Fest. Equipment problems. And so we didn't get to see a full set of theirs like it was planned, but they were fun. They were very fun to watch on stage.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. And I've had a long enough history with Battle Beast that, I would love to go see them if they were accompanied by a band that I also really like.
Right.
Like, why isn't Battle Beast touring with Sabaton instead of Pop Evil and Wings of Steel? Like, come on. Like,
I know.
That would be sick.
Yeah, I'd go see that. Like, obviously I'd go see it, but like, I'd be significantly more excited about that for sure.
Mm-hmm. Or a Battle Beast Corporate Cloney tour.
That would be cool too, right? Like, that would be really good.
Would they work together? Do you think so? Like,
I think so.
You probably wouldn't see, because there's a lot more, because they're not folk metal, and when we went to go see Corporal Cloney, it was all folk metal bands.
True. Oh yeah, but I don't know. I think Steelbound's a good album. It's not as strong as their last 2, but it has a couple good tracks on it.
I always get super nervous when bands release a bad album, because
are they done? Are they done?
Well, because I've been burned by Freedom Call so much, because like Freedom Call released like a bunch of perfect albums back to back. Like they had Warriors, Beyond, and then Master of Light, and then every single album after that has been bad or mediocre. And it's just like, Freedom Call, come on, like one more good album, Chris Bay. And then Chris Bay releases a single on his like solo project, Chris Bay, and it's a better song than any of the songs on any of the Freedom Call albums. He's like, Chris Bay, you're hurting me so bad. Like, I love you so much. Please make a good album for Freedom Call.
Yeah. This is why it's hard to be a Dropkick Murphys fan. They haven't made a good album since
ever
2013. Yeah, we have differences in taste in that regards.
Hey,
all right, let's blow off some steam. Oh, look, it's a Steam NextFest Fall 2025 edition.
How does he keep doing this? He did it.
He can't keep getting away with this.
Let me open my notes.
All right,
because I got a lot of them.
Yeah. Let me know when you're ready, boy.
So the way that I did this is that I ordered them in the ones that I would least likely buy to the ones I would most likely buy. So as we go through this, I've pretty much ranked all of the games that I've played for this Steam NextFest, and I'm going to tell you about them. And boy, do I have thoughts. Okay, go to the next slide.
All right, let's go to the next slide.
First up, we have Mutris.
Oh, it's a Tetris game.
Yeah, so the first 2 games actually on the list are Tetris butts, and they are the lowest on my list because they are not good Tetris butts. They are Tetris Butterface.
I mean, look at them. Look at the description. If Tetris had a baby with Bomberman and fed it sugar, you'd get Mutris.
Yeah, slide, stack, and mutate blocks in real time with bombs, lightning, and rainbow blocks shaking up every level. Not a single one of those things happened in the game that I played, and it was
that sounds awful.
I have played free browser versions of Tetris that excited me more than this one. I stopped playing this one after like 10 minutes, and I was like, I don't get it. The controls are clunky. This is not fun. I don't understand the rules. Like, I never understood what the purpose was or what I needed to do. And by the way, if Tetris had a baby with Bomberman, that is Bombtris. It already exists. I have it on the new Tetris Legends that dropped the other day or the other year.
Really
like last
funny.
Yeah.
yeah, it's been around for at least since the 90s. So, so that was the one at the bottom of my list. I gave it the least amount of time. It was not fun. It needs to be polished. Could it be something? Yeah, it definitely could be something, but there's no conveyance to tell you what the game actually needs to be. So, let's see. Do I have anything else written about it? It's just a game, but I have no idea what I wanted me to do. Okay. Yeah, no, we're good.
Okay. Let me get to the next one here. 1 second. Oh, come on. Next one here is Glitchfall.
Yeah. Our next Tetris butt, Glitchfall. So this one was a little bit more interesting. It is listed as a horror game in some senses. I never came across anything horror other than so you find this old computer. There's actually a story to it, which is kind of cool. But you find an old computer that has a program on it that you are just meant to observe by playing. And so you play regular Tetris until you see the little red mark that pops up on the screen. So there are red and yellow warnings.
Yes.
And they are when glitches are present. And you either have to press there's two buttons that you press. You either press one button to say it's a glitch, another button to say it's an anomaly, and then there's or you finish the move that you're playing and you just play regular Tetris and it will move on if everything is normal. And if you miss them, it gives you garbage. It was really, really hard to get used to, and it was still kind of clunky Tetris. I'd never got used to the controls, really. And you couldn't change them either. That was the problem, is that, if I could change to my regular Tetris controls that I play on all of my versions of Tetris, this would have been better, but you weren't allowed to change the controls, which was bad. So you're supposed to recognize the anomalies. For instance, on the screenshot that I have here, there's a 3-block for Tetris when all of them are 4, and that's the glitch. You would hit the Z button for that to say, oh, there's a glitch, and then you would get points for that. So
interesting.
Apparently there's supposed to be story to it as well, but I never got to any in the demo because it was too difficult.
Okay. Interesting. All right. Next one?
Next one, yes, please.
Next one.
Okay, this is the Gooner game of the.
Oh, nice! One of these Chinese games.
Yep, it is 100% an asset flip game from China. Yep. You play as a high school girl who suddenly, out of nowhere, a zombie attack happens at her school, and it's nighttime. For some reason, you're at school at night, and you are.
She probably forgot her book.
No, your friends are there. You're setting up for a festival or something like that. And one of the games that they're setting up for the festival, your friend was supposed to bring a dart gun for a game, but oops, he brought his real gun instead. That is a real story beat.
Well, you see, I have this asset flip from the Unreal store.
Yep. And I don't know what the age laws are in China, but the high school girls' clothes are completely destructible,
and they also don't have guns. They're not allowed. It is a regime. They took all the guns away from everybody.
Right. Yeah. So somehow this high school boy had accidentally brought his 9mm.
So what you're saying is G-Man Lives is going to be playing this game eventually.
Yes, and he will probably have some wonderful things to say about it. It is so. It was boring. I mean, it was boring. The controls were clunky still. There's no nudity in the game, but every time you have to crawl somewhere, you see her underwear under her skirt. And the more damage you take, the more damage her clothes take. She is a weapons expert for a 15-year-old girl. That she just takes every gun and she can handle them perfectly. I don't understand it. the typos, the Chinese to English writing that was what kept me hooked on the game, is looking for all the typos and all of the bad English and everything. Oh yeah. The very first one is, you know how in Resident Evil games, whenever you play something, they have an item up on the screen and they give you a hint down at the bottom, and it's like a really highly rendered asset in a game.
Yeah.
Well, the first one that ever popped up in the game was a box of shotgun shells, and it had a very blatant typo on it where it had a lowercase letter and then an uppercase letter of the exact same letter next to it in shotgun shell box. And it made me laugh. I was like, all right, I'm in for the whole demo, and it was really bad. So try it, BioGoddess. Yeah.
All right, now we have. Oh, we were talking about Terrifier earlier. So
yeah.
Terrifier. Is this Terrifier versus the world?
Yeah, one thing that I had to mention about BioGoddess beforehand, I had to hit Alt F4 in order to close the game.
Interesting.
You know, because they didn't program a quit button. You were stuck in their game forever.
Yeah, because they were like, we haven't finished stealing your information yet.
Right. Yeah, I know. I have to check to make sure it's completely uninstalled from my system, I guess. Speaking of games that you had to press Alt F4 in order to exit out of, Terrifier, the arcade game. I also needed to do this for this game. They did not have a quit button programmed into their game, or at least not one that I found, and it wasn't easy. This game was a horrendously lackluster beat-em-up game. The characters were boring. The combos were non-existent. The kill moves are not gory at all. Like, this game was... I expected so much more out of a Terrifier game, and it was just sadly lacking in blood or gore. I mean, obviously it is bloody and gory, but not in any way that keeps you interested in a Terrifier game. Right. It's slow, it's clunky, and you can play up to 4 players with it. But to be honest with you, I don't think that would make it any better at all.
Who are the other characters?
The other characters are the little girl from his hallucinations. Mm-hmm. I believe you also have like the mutilated woman who's in the psycho ward, and then you have a guy who works at the psycho ward. Actually, in this screenshot right here, the guy who's punching is like the psycho ward orderly. Oh,
who was that? He was
that Chris
a wrestler.
Jericho?
Yeah, I think it was Chris Jericho.
Yeah, okay, that makes a lot of sense. So he was another one. I played as Art, obviously, and I don't know. It didn't hold up. It really didn't. And then
is it an official game, or
I think it is. I think it's an official game.
Yeah, it is an official game.
So, but I had to hit Alt F4 because I couldn't navigate the menus to find a quit button. I went through the options menu. I went through the main menu. I went all the way back to it, like all the way back to the title screen. Nothing. There's nothing that allowed you to quit to desktop. So, next.
All right.
Here's another side scroller beat 'em up.
Well, Cat Girls.
No, it's Cat Girl Survivor 2, if you look at the title there.
Yeah.
So another side-scrolling beat 'em up. This one also was sadly lackluster. There is nothing suggestive about this game, by the way. Like, you think like cat girls and beat 'em up, and like you'd think clothing destruction. You'd think
Survivor
anime
title.
Yeah, anime art title, like all that stuff. There is none of that. It's actually like a legit side-scrolling beat 'em up. And
it looks cute.
It looks cute, but it is not a clean side-scrolling beat 'em up though. It's clunky. Like, the controllers are a little clunky, but not as clunky as Terrifier was. It had 3 different characters, and there's a 4th one that you can unlock, I believe, maybe a 5th one as well. And all of them did something completely different, which was really interesting. I actually played the demo 3 times over again to see what all the characters did. The ones that you can play are Fire, Ice, and Wind, I think, or Earth. I forget which one, but they all have different elements and they all have completely different combos, which made the game completely different every time you played it, and was interesting. But it didn't really, it wasn't like fun, really. This one might be more fun with more people playing it. But solo, it was like, okay, I can see this being okay, but not great.
Okay.
Next.
All right. Final sentence.
Final sentence.
I've heard about this one. It is a typing battle royale game.
That is correct. Typing battle royale. Really cool idea, better executed than others. I have a terrible keyboard for this. I have a mechanical keyboard that has very sensitive keys.
Yeah, hypersensitive. Oh my gosh.
I make a typo literally every time I type. I can't, I try to avoid typing at all costs on my computer. So I would need to get a new keyboard to play this game properly. But the idea of it was really cool. And definitely try it out. It's a simple game you can play, for a little bit until you get knocked out, and then that's it. So good stuff.
It reminds me. So I found this arcade a couple weeks ago at Ikebukuro that has all these classic titles. I know I sent you guys pictures of it. They had Typing of the Dead there.
That's interesting.
And I was like, I've never played this before. I'm gonna give it a try. And I was watching the demo, be like, oh, look at all these really simple English words. I could do this no problem. And the game starts up and it goes so fast. It's like, oh, it doesn't give you enough time to type in cat. What the hell, man?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, so this game reminded me of that. Okay. Next one. All right.
Okay.
Robot.
Robot. Legendary mechanic. So this is a top-down shooter. It is unfortunately not a twin stick. That would have made this game immensely better if it was a twin stick. You play as this girl who's a genius mechanic, who's fighting against all these robots. She has her own robot. You can customize the robot to have different missiles or shotgun things. It has a basic machine gun mechanic on it. But the way that you control it is the right stick will move the cursor around the screen where you're aiming, and then you have a shoot button, and then the other one moves. So you actually have to be constantly moving the cursor around the screen so it's in the right spot. And you're not just pointing in the direction she shoots in that direction.
There's
kind of bugged me.
There's a trend of this style of game going around.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've noticed, but a lot of, I think there's 3 titles that came out back to back at the moment that are this top-down aim and fire game.
Yeah.
There's one that I want called Precinct. I think it's called The Precinct, and it's a cop action game where you can do police car chases and shootouts, and that's one that was on my list, and it's the same style, but they're not twin stick games. They're like duck and cover, top down, point and click action games.
Yeah. Yeah. This one was fine. I actually honestly don't know if I would play it past the demo though. We're still in the range where I'm not playing things past the demo. I'll let you know when I would actually buy a game.
Yeah.
But it was conceptually interesting. Cool customization for the robot. Kind of lacking in story. Art is good. Animation was only okay when it gets to 3D. Everything else was still images of 2D images, which I'm not 100% sure if they were AI generated or not. Hard to tell, but kind of fun. Had interesting abilities.
All right.
Next.
House 2.
Okay, so this one is
yeah,
clock tower style game, where you play as a little girl stuck in her house, and you have to solve puzzles in order to escape from murderers and monsters, and it is horrendously gory.
Yeah. Did you play the first house?
No, I didn't. I didn't play the first house.
Are you familiar with it at least? Not
really. Actually, this was my first exposure to it.
Oh, really? Yeah, the first game is very creative. And insanely difficult because basically you're playing in real time and you have to do specific things at the right time or you won't. There's 100 endings to the game basically. Yeah, you can end the game because the game ends with death. When you die, the game is over, and so there's different endings to it. And if you do basically you have to keep playing it over and over and over and over again to get the correct sequence. And then sometimes you'll get the correct sequence, but then the game will have to start over again anyway, so that the game then like restarts so that it's like it remembers that you got to the certain point, and then you have to start over and play it again to get even further the next time. It's a very interesting. I think it's so interesting that they have a second one out of this. I didn't think this would be a sequel game.
I didn't get that far in the demo for this one. It interested me, and there are definitely people who will like this game. That's why I put it on the list. It is not for me. I do not like that cycle of constant death and figuring things out. I'm a more linear player when it comes to things. But the children's book art style to the game, with the horrific death sequences that happen to this little girl, were really interesting.
This is a game that lets players play. Like this is a game, like the first house game is made for lets players to play. Like Markiplier has like a whole house video.
Got it.
So I'm guessing that Markiplier will then do a house 2 video. It's one of those types of things where where Let's Players can make a lot of content out of it while you like watch your favorite Let's Player struggle through this really difficult puzzle game.
Right.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, so that's that one. We'll move on to the next one. Okay, Skate.
So I've demoed this at Tokyo Game Show last year.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed the vibes of it.
It is really cool. This is the start of my list of games that I would consider buying. Mm-hmm. Skate Story is really cool. It's like, what if Tony Hawk was a, I guess, trial and error game, you could say.
Yeah.
And it has a really, it actually has a pretty interesting story. The skater, so you're a demon, and you're a demon who dreams of going to the moon. And so you get a skateboard. You sign a contract for a skateboard, which people don't like. The demon world doesn't like. And you are skating your way to the moon. It is so visually beautiful. It is interesting. There are a lot of cool things that you can do. I don't have a lot to say about this one because it's so dang simple. It's really simple, and it only takes you a minute or two to get through every level, maybe even like 30 seconds. Some levels only last like 15 seconds, which kept it interesting, kept things moving, kept things going, and it was good. I would like it. Skate Story.
Yeah. Devolver's the one that's releasing it. Devolver does a really good job when it comes to these indie titles. So
yeah, they really do.
Yeah. All right. Next up, Motor Slice.
Okay, so Motor Slice is interesting. I actually, to be honest with you, I think I should have switched Motor Slice and Skate Story because I don't know if I would buy this one, but it was easily the most... it was more visually stunning to me. I think that they needed to add a little bit more to the environment. It's a little too deserty for me, but it's big, it's vast, it's a big game. You play as this girl named P, who has like these orbs that are like her computer companions and friends. You can collect them and use them as health. It's a one hit kill game, but you can collect these orbs to save them, but you can keep them around as health if you want to. And there are these machines that are coming to life, and they're evil, and you have to destroy all of the machines. So you have this chainsaw sword that you cut them up with, and you can use and like some of the machines are really big. Like the one in the screenshot there is the one that ends with the demo. It's a giant, like this massive truck that you actually have to use your chainsaw to climb up. And it's got some cool stuff. It's got some very reminiscent of like, do you remember Prince of Persia for like, was it the PS2 or Xbox?
Prince of Persia
Sands of Time, right?
Yeah, it was like the Sands of Time one. It's actually almost exactly like Sands of Time. Sand and all, I would say. So if you like that style of game, pretty cool. Give it a shot.
Awesome. Okay. Let's see. Moving on to the next one here.
Okay, Crystal, I have a love-hate relationship with this game. It is visually stunning, like as you can see from the screenshots, the graphics are really good. There's a lot going on in it, though. Part of it is a slower BioShock first-person shooter game. And then the other part of it is a hide-and-seek horror game.
Oh.
Yeah. So this giant thing is chasing you for the entire game. And you are going through these Victorian-era style streets, and all of the creatures in the game are marionette puppets. They are terrifying looking. The graphics are really good. And the one weird thing that wasn't explained in the demo, but you're like this vampire creature that can consume blood from dead creatures. So there's like chickens, and there's dead dogs, and there's dead humans and horses, and you can absorb their blood for health. But your health is also your ammo, because the guns in the game, you use your blood as bullets. So you actually have to sacrifice health in order to reload your gun. And then you also have to find dead bodies to reload your health so you get more ammo. Mm-hmm. So there's this really neat balance. I actually really liked that mechanic, but the hide and seek stuff of it was really weird. The hide and seek monster is the most terrifying hide and seek monster I think I've ever played against. It has this voice, like the voice that they did for it was really terrifying. If you just watch the trailer for it, like if you go onto the Steam page and watch the trailer, you get a really good sense of what the game is actually like. It's slow. It's a slow, like methodical first-person shooter, and it's a little sneaky and everything like that. But the atmosphere is like, they really knocked it out of the park. One thing I want to add to it too, it's a Blumhouse game.
I was just about to say, can we point out the publisher, please?
Yes, yes, Blumhouse Games. It is scarier than their movies. I will say that.
So, again. Actually going back to our previous conversation where we were talking about normie horror and Blumhouse, and I've said this a bunch of times on the show. As much as I think normie horror is cheap, as much as I think normie horror can be lame, and that Blumhouse puts out a lot of stinkers, but people love it, I think Blumhouse, that Jason Blum, is a genius. Oh, yeah. I respect the man for everything that he does, because he has made a genius business plan of selling these cheap indie horror films for billions of dollars, and has made a ton of money doing it. And I don't think there's anything wrong with him producing horror games for indie companies.
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially because I think that the Blumhouse model works better for video games anyways.
Right.
Yeah.
So, so this is one of them, and I think they got a winner here. I think it's really cool.
Nice. All right. And now we have...
last one on the list, Industria 2. So I never played Industria 1, but I wish I wanted to do like multiple screenshots for this one, because it's visually stunning. The graphics are incredible. And this one is also a very, very slow one, but it's almost like what if Simon Stalenhag's Electric State was mixed with Condemned Criminal Origins, if you remember that game.
Oh yeah.
That's what this game is like. So this is what the Electric State movie wanted to be. This is just made by an indie team of just a couple of people. It says right at the beginning of the demo, like, we're sorry for any bugs. Like, we are legitimately working. Like, there's only one person doing each part of the game, and anything that needs to be fixed, we do in our free time. It says that right at the beginning. Like, they're pretty upfront with you. And if there's only like 3 to 5, maybe 10 people working on this game, it is impressive. It is really, really impressive. Like, I am going to buy this game when it comes out. It is not usually my kind of game. It is slow. You only get like 3 or 4 bullets in your gun at a time. But the atmosphere, the robots are terrifying. The atmosphere is really cool.
I love Condemned Criminal Origins.
Yeah.
That's like that's one of my favorite Monolith titles.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
But this game is like, all right, they took Simon Stalenhag's work and they put it into a video game, and they did better than Netflix. Thank goodness.
I mean, of course. It's not the doing better than Netflix is a really low bar. But
That's true. But you also have to make a really fun video game to go along with it, and this is it.
Right.
This is my number one from the games that I played on Steam NextFest. Which, by the way, all of the games that I've listed here, these are all the demos that I played, and then the Steam NextFest top 50 games came out at the end of it, and like, all right, your last chance to play any of these demos before they go away. And I only played one more after this that did not make my list, which I have to pull it up because I still have the demo. What is it called? Psychosis. It's a rhythm game and I did so only out of the 2 games that I played in the top 50, I only played 2 games in the top 50. And then I played this Psychosis game, which is a game where you are a NEET who stays at home, and she is obsessed with this character who she like constantly worships on her computer, and you have to play these rhythm games in order to get more of the story. And that one was in the top 50. I played that one afterwards. I put that one into my buy list as well. Psychosis, it has a title to it, but hold on. There we go. Syndrome, Union Syndrome Rhythm Psychosis. That's the game.
Wow.
Really, really clever, really fun, really cute sprite work art. I would recommend that one as well.
oh yeah, look at that. That looks really good.
It's a horror game too. So that one
That
really
looks cute.
So those are the 2 games that I'm absolutely going to buy: is Industria 2 and Union Syndrome Rhythm Psychosis. And from Steam NextFest, those are the only 2 games from the top 50 that I played. All the rest of them didn't even make the top 50. So kind of cool that I dug a little bit deeper.
Nice.
But anyways, that was this year's Steam NextFest. I had a lot of fun. It was really good, really well worth it. Can't
Really
wait for
cool.
the next one.
I think that's it.
Wow.
Yep,
There is
that was
no
my
one.
last.
Yeah, that is your last
Wow,
one.
this Union game I'm going through, it looks stunning.
Yeah, I should have added that one to my list.
Yeah, it like the art in this is incredible. And the animation is so appealing. Wow.
What's it called? Union Psychosis, right?
Union Syndrome, but you'll get it. That
As
one.
soon as you type in Yun, you'll get it.
Yeah. I'm checking it out right now. Oh, it's very cute. It kind of reminds me of oh, wow. It's kind of doing some of that like stop motion paper thing.
Yeah, so the first video in it is is like an anime opening for
Yeah.
it. I think the second one is actually like the gameplay.
Nice.
So
yeah. Oh wow, this is cool. Hold on. You know what? Let me see if I can pull it up here. There we go. This is the one.
yeah.
So I'm not gonna
So
play
you
the
play-
sound just in case. You know, we had a little error there last time with
It has real music in it, so like for
Yes.
a rhythm game. But anyways, you play as the girl with the white hair. She's a NEET, and she has to hide from her mother, who comes over and cleans her place for her, but she doesn't like that. And you use this computer to talk to this anime character who you worship, and then all of the icons on the screen you can go to play the games to get your love for Union up higher. You can travel around your house to look for new songs to play, all that kind of stuff. So
okay.
it's really cool. I like
Yeah.
rhythm games, by the way. For those of you who don't know, like I would say that my dark genre of choice is rhythm games. I'm not great at them. I'm good at Guitar Hero and Rock Band, and that's where my love of rhythm games starts from. And if you're good at any of those games, you'll be good at this one. But people online have been saying that if you do, so there's the easy mode, there's the hard mode, and then there's the impossible mode. And going from easy to hard is a difficult jump, but going from hard to impossible, they say that like it suddenly turns into like the absolute hardest Osu level that you have ever played, and there's no balance to it whatsoever.
Wow.
So
All right. Cool. Yeah, I like the
Very
visual
cool.
style. I like rhythm games. Yeah, this could be up my alley as well.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, it looks really. Yeah. All in all, some very, very cool demos. Very, very cool. All right. We're actually coming up at the 2.5 hour point of the show. So I want to leave it. I want to ask you guys, should we continue? Should we do the anime stuff now? Or should we maybe push that to the next episode?
Well, let me tell you this. So I still haven't watched any of the American shows that we need to go through.
Yes.
And I could start watching anime. Now that spooky season's over, I'm not watching horror movies anymore.
Okay.
So I can actually watch shows now. So if we wait till next episode, I will have a ton of anime to talk about.
All right. Sounds good to me. So, sorry, viewers. We're going to wait next episode to talk about the fall anime season because we talked a lot about stuff. We talked about movies. We talked about games. We talked about Disneyland and DisneySea and all this other fun stuff.
And Evan needs to go to bed.
Yes, because it's almost midnight here in Tokyo. So, yeah, let us wrap up this week's episode. So, let's do our shameless plugs. Andrew, you take it away first.
Okay. Well, if you want to check out what I'm doing, including the thing that I'm currently drawing, you can head to SolarianSun.com, where you can read my webcomic, Solarian Sun, totally for free. You can also head to Patreon.com/AFLM, where I post everything important on Solarian Sun, and you can access that for free as well. I have free memberships on my Patreon, and I highly recommend you just jump in so that you can keep up with my where I'm going, what the book is doing, what have you. But hey, if you're feeling extra zesty and you want to support my work, you can get up to 936 pages of Solarian Sun for as little as $5 a month. And with new pages coming out every single week. So that's a great deal for if you want to support indie comics and indie comic creators like myself. I would mega appreciate it, and you help me produce a book.
It is completely worth it. I'm not biased at all.
Yeah, we're not biased.
I'm not, though. I really love the story. It's amazing.
It's a lot of fun.
And if you want to check me out on social media, you can head to my X account, where you can just at AFLM_art. Same with my Instagram at AFLM_art. That is where you can find me.
Very cool. And JonStar.
And you can find me on Instagram at the Line Block, where I post some, some art every once in a while. You can read my book, I Think Life's All Right, completely for free. And today's Tetris goal that I had already foreshadowed is I have just become a Tetris Grandmaster in Tetris Effect.
Really?
Not as important as Tetris Grandmaster in The Grandmaster, but something really cool that I have been playing a lot of Tetris for a long time to achieve. I essentially got to level 100.
You've always been the Grandmaster in our hearts.
Aw.
Yeah.
Aw.
Oh, we had a moment there.
Yeah, that's all for me.
All right. And of course, for me, you can follow me at KingBabyDuckESH on Twitter, on Blue Sky, and on Instagram. Like us on Facebook.com/Boston Bastard Brigade, and go to B3Crew.com for all the news, reviews, and podcast episodes, and of course now videos as well too. Next week, I will be at the Tokyo International Music Market, so be sure to check out my report on that. I'm hoping I can chat it up with some of the cool music labels there in Japan, and
heck yeah,
make some moves.
Yes, please.
Yeah, and got a couple concerts coming up. I'm actually gonna go see Toy 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 again. They're doing a small show in Sangenjaya. One of the other singers that was at that Toy 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 Fest, Hiroko Sawa, she's got a small jazz show that's happening. I'll be going to that. And of course, Top Secret Man, who are headlining and I believe doing a one-man show at Liquid Room. That's a band that's just been really building up their fan base in the past
our
year.
main man Top secret man.
Yeah, without question. So yeah, got a lot of stuff happening and got some other things working on behind the scenes. Remember, B3Crew.com is coming to an end in March of 2026, but it will be followed by the world premiere of Duck Amuck in Japan, duckjapan.com, in April of 2026. So
and it looks really good.
Stay tuned. Yeah, it's looking
so
really
great.
good. Yep. So, I think that's it on my end. I gotta get to bed. I'm in my pajamas. I gotta brush my teeth and get myself some sleep. So until next time, this is your King Baby Duck.
AFLM.
JonStar.
Reminding you, if you're going to chase your dreams, make sure you run amok.
Amuck.
That's close.
That was better.
This close. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.